Sitteth downeth. For myself.
Can we plug these in or no?
We have a new guest on our channel today. We can welcome in Marsha. We gave her a new name. You want to introduce yourself?
Wow.
Hi.
Great.
Wow. My name is Marsha. I'm an Aquarius. I enjoy long walks on the beach.
An Aquarius.
I don't know. What?
She likes her narrator voice. That's
that?
exciting. Give me.
Hi, my name is Marsha.
My name is. You're one of those people, and they're like, "Oh, what's your star sign?" You're like, "Oh, I'm an Aquarius." And they go,
Yeah, and they're like,
"Yeah,
"We
but what's
can't
your
be
rising?
friends."
What's your
Oh,
this?
yeah.
I can't be
That
friends with you
too.
because your rising is a Leo." And you're like,
and I'm like, what is that? Speaking of things that are and aren't real, what do you guys think about mermaids? I think they're real. Pigeons?
Issue?
The
Pigeons are
life.
government.
Here is a picture of a baby pigeon.
I think the reason I think mermaids are real is just because we only know 2% of the ocean.
Yeah.
There's
that's
a
fair.
98% that's not it.
That's not discovered.
Should I buzz my hair?
Bro, answer the question.
Absolutely
This is
not.
very important.
No.
Why?
Why do you say it so pessimistic?
Why would you say that?
And, like, angry.
Maybe they aren't real.
Why are you judging how I
A
speak?
fairy died because you said. Have you seen that mermaid documentary where it was like
No.
it was
the
like
video
one
on the
week-
beach when
yes.
there was that one lying down.
And she's like, I'm not saying it has to be like this beautiful creature. It's just like
Wait, haven't you ever seen
it's got
Pirates
like
of the Caribbean?
fit.
Oh, you haven't?
If you found a mermaid, would you hit?
Yes. 100% yes.
What? Yo.
Do you think aliens are real?
Yes.
Yeah.
You know, the
What do you think
expanse of
Mexicans
the
are?
universe.
Aliens are angels?
Aliens are angels.
No.
What? That doesn't make sense.
You've heard Dad literally told us this.
What?
It's
I do
no.
not.
It's basically the thought that like aliens, like we don't know what exists outside of our like world, and like that could be in the realm of like angels and that kind of thing that like God made.
As a child, I thought that if you went high enough into space, space turned into notebook
That's
paper.
what I thought too.
It turned into God's notebook paper because he would like write everything out, and then that was like heaven.
That is so outrageous.
So you go on to the paper.
Yeah,
Literally-
like I assumed something had to be outside of space, and I was
So
like, and
notebook-
heaven was up. So I was like,
notebook
if you just
paper
kept
is the
going,
first
it was
thing
God's
you thought about?
notebook paper because God created
It is.
everything.
This is true.
And how else would you create
I
something
saw
than
it.
putting it on paper?
But
You
I was
can't.
5.
You
Leave me alone.
When I was 12 and learning about science and stuff like that, I thought that girls and guys like had sex or like had a baby because the guy peed on her.
Oh my God.
Practice safe sex, kids. Go on the toilet. Do you think fat people should have to pay extra on an airplane?
Yes.
have you seen those things in
Fuck, there's no
Asia where
fat
it's
for
like
it.
it has like measurements, like width measurements, and depending on which one you go through, you get a certain discount on the food.
When I was in Florida, we were going on with the river rapid ride, and you know how it's like a little circle and you all sit down and you have to buckle your. So there's this girl who was like too fat, and she sat in it and she couldn't get the belt around her, but the worker was so wrecked. It's like, maybe try and like stand up and just put it around your legs or something. He goes, everyone else pull on it to make sure it's tight enough, and he's like, but you're good. I was like, oh my
You
God.
said the words, but you're fine.
Basically,
Oh
like
my God.
I was like, oh my God, this guy is wrecked.
One time we went on a roller coaster. What's it called? The dropping one? Tower of Terror.
The dropping. That too,
I'm not
'cause
a liar. I go to Disneyland.
every
It's
day.
true.
Anyway,
I was there for myself.
Can we plug these in or no?
The
error.
computer. Can you pick up my
And-
phone? You just like looked at it.
The lady hostess person that was like bringing us into the ride was trying to be funny. She was like, "All right, everyone, check your seatbelts and put your hands in the air and then wave them." And then everyone did it. And then she's like, "You all look stupid." And then Christian was like, "No, you look stupid."
And they were like, "Oh!"
And everyone was like, "Oh!"
The amount of like overpriced food though at Disney. The way I got a water for $7. I was like, I don't even like water. Hot dogs there though. I hate hot dogs because they have like human DNA in them.
Whoa, don't
But-
say that. No. Bananas share 50% of their DNA with humans.
Same
That doesn't mean they have human DNA
Same
in
thing.
them.
He's calling you a banana.
They also have
Are you gonna fight
sperm.
now?
Bring it
They
on.
have
Oh.
sperm.
Oh,
You think a hot dog is a sandwich?
Yes.
It's its own entity.
No.
What do you mean no?
Hot dog is not a sandwich, bro.
Bread on both
Meat.
sides.
But the bread
In
goes
between
underneath.
Right
Meat.
here in the
The
bread,
bread
is.
is a taco a sandwich? Technically, a hot
It's not
dog
bread.
could qualify
But what about
as
a
a
fajita?
taco. What do you mean it's not bread?
A taco.
Tortillas?
It's like a type of bread.
No,
It's unleavened bread.
Really not.
Unleavened.
Fajitas.
Fajitas.
Vaginas.
Fajitas are smacking.
The
Burrito.
hot dog is kind of like a type of
Oh,
taco.
burrito. Oh my god.
You're a type of taco. It's a sandwich.
Everyone knows that.
Do you
I
think
didn't
canned
know that.
soda
Oh, wow.
tastes different than bottled soda?
Yes, because the bottle soda's in glass, and so the canned soda has the weird aluminum like thing. But the
I
bottle
agree.
has
The
I
way
think
that root beer
Marcella
tastes-
is making
So
things
sorry.
up right now. They
I-
taste the same.
I
She's a
believe you.
neuroscience major,
believe you.
okay? What?
So we could do a podcast in Spanish.
boy.
Hola a todos, estoy aquí comiente.
Wow, you're.
¿Qué dice la
that's
gente
really high.
aquí? Like, literally, did you watch The
have
Little
it?
Mermaid? Hair,
Which one's your
like,
favorite one?
oh, the one with
With
Melanie.
Melanie.
No,
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 they really
the
did
third
that
one.
one,
Yeah,
yeah.
where she's like, You were like, yeah.
Yeah.
When she was
She's
younger
like-
and is
Yeah.
talking about the mom,
that
and
one
then
was
she's
so
like,
good.
Are there
That's
multiple
just
Little
so funny.
Mermaids?
There are 3.
Oh, not a
This is what happens when we bring guests
same
on the
as
show.
his watch.
Right
I'm
now.
looking at you.
I thought you were
I think the Melanie one was actually kind of annoying now that I look back on it because she was low-key a brat. Do you
People
think?
with children.
I was gonna say, do you
people
think
that
little
smell.
kids have to?
It
'Cause they
depends on if
cry.
they're well behaved or not. At the
No.
end of the
Well,
flight,
how would you?
No,
at the
because-
end of the flight,
because-
you fill out a
Because
form
fat
and they
people
you
like
let them
take
know.
up multiple seats. Little children don't. On the way to Puerto Rico, the
That's
dude
what
to
I
the
told
left
you.
of me
I told
kept
you
touching my thigh.
Oh, sexual
Ooh.
tension.
Ooh.
The first
Just-
time I went to
The
Puerto
people
Rico,
in front of us
people
kept
in
like
front of me
whispering to each
peed on
other,
the
so they would
chair.
like lean all the way over it and like
They peed on the
bang their
chair?
chairs.
Yeah, and then I saw
was
them at the
annoying.
beach when we were in Puerto Rico. But they were like, I really have to use the bathroom. She's like, we're literally like in the air taking off right now. Like you can't yet. At least wait like 5 to 10 minutes. And then when he got up, there was just a puddle on
Oh,
his
that was
seat.
on your way there.
Yeah.
Like,
And I was,
before.
oh my god, we still got 3 hours in this flight. Yeah. Would you strip on a nude beach?
No.
Yes.
Edwin's like, I'd strip on a public beach. Would you want to know how, if someone was
Cancer.
like, if you could gaze into the future, and someone was like, yo, I know how you're gonna die, would you find out? Like, I feel like I would not want to know because I would spend my life like trying to prevent that.
Yeah, but if I knew how and when, then I wouldn't have to prevent it because I'd be like, well.
If I knew when and they were like, you're gonna die
Imagine
a
they were
week
like,
from
you're
now.
living till you're 105.
If they were
I would
like-
kill myself. I'd
No.
literally kill myself.
Prove them wrong.
I know.
permanent and you just like couldn't like you can't die until this date. The rest of my
Okay,
life.
that
I
would
would
be
go
cool.
skydiving without
The rest
a
of my life would
parachute.
be-
What if they tell you you're gonna die tomorrow?
A YouTube channel and put this podcast on.
Subscribe.
I would post a video online and be like, if I die tomorrow, it's not an accident.
Call out
it was
everyone
Gabriel,
I have
and then
beef
you
with,
get
and then I would say that they all planned my murder, and I would get them thrown in jail. What's on your guys' bucket list?
Skydiving, surfing.
3
wanna have a
hours
pet
ago.
pug. That's bucket list.
Pugs
You told
are
me
so
5 minutes
ugly.
ago.
Pugs
I
are so
forgot.
cute.
I
Oh
love
my
dogs,
God.
and I would never kick a pug, but at the
You would
same
never
time,
$1 billion
No, I'm just
to
kidding. I would never.
step on a puppy, would you do it?
yeah.
And kill it?
Oh, kill it.
Kill it.
Oh my god. Guys, I want a husky with 1 blue eye and 1 green eye.
My cousin's had one like that.
We've got a new guest in the building.
Nice.
Carla, I made you subscribe to my YouTube channel.
Do you believe in mermaids?
Do I really go what?
Mermaids.
Do you
No.
What about
mermaid-
aliens?
Why not?
Aliens? Maybe.
Do you think God's world is a notebook paper?
Do you think cheaters can change?
Our path is red. Is a hot dog a sandwich?
No, it's not a sandwich.
Yes!
Do you think bananas are
Is it
like
its own
humans?
entity or is it a taco?
It is not. It's a
Oh!
hot dog.
So
Carla,
skin
if
would
a
have to be
mermaid started
super
They're
speaking
pale
game
as
at you,
frick.
And when they came to the
Get the
surface,
fuck
all the tension
I
would
just asked Carla and she was not
He's turning
feeling
into a red panda.
it. If a mermaid...
Mhm.
Oh, I have 2 questions.
Oh.
First question.
Why'd he moan like that?
First
Oh.
question. If a mermaid like came out of the water and started spitting mad game at you, would you go along with
Immediately
it?
would tap. Sorry, what?
Whoa.
No hesitation, bro. They didn't even ask any clarifying questions.
He looks like Jason Momoa. He will have my
What
firstborn
if it's
Damien
like-
child. Do you know there's
Christopher
manatees in
Columbus,
Puerto
like-
Rico?
What?
You told me that when we were in the ocean. I got really
I
excited.
saw them.
Do you
There's-
remember?
I would punch one.
If you-
Nice.
If you could have
punch
any
a
kind
manatee.
of,
Yeah.
If you
Like-
could punch any animal, what would it be?
A manatee. I just told you.
if you could have any wild animal like
A
in your
red
possession,
panda. Fucking
it
gorilla.
would.
Are you talking about as a pet?
Yo, the way gorillas
Yeah,
don't
like
look
it would
real.
never. It would
They
never
don't
like
look
turn
real.
on.
Bro, faces move and the way they like do things, it looks like
It
a
looks
human.
like leather.
Who just like just like put like a costume. It's the weirdest thing.
Look the costume.
Put a cock on. I'll get you
Let
type
me
thing.
put
Okay.
you on real quick.
Oh, no.
Hot dogs with cheese.
Oh.
Oh my, oh my, oh my, oh my.